You tend to see him counter picking into something. The static link's okay. It's not bad. You can kind of instantly counter what the Razor's doing to you, which can be a little bit cute. And the Plasma Field's nice as well, but it tends to be those like mobility spells that are really nice when you're playing Morphling.
Bench can be okay.
Nothing here.
You know, stuns are nice. Little minus armor. PL.
Go back to that once again.
So do you ban the Magnus now?
And think about like a support Kunkka? I don't think so. I don't think it's that good of a duo. I think they're probably still looking for a Taiga hero. I just get rid of the Earth Spirit because it's a good silence versus the Morph. Kind of like out of fog and stuff.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's just a more nice team fight. I know they like it.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm just banning our Spirit. And I don't really see anything else that you can go off of at this point. But they're going right down to the wire with it. Again, they seem to leave themselves like no time for the final pick. Kind of irritates me. Like, isn't it more important to just throw out a ban? You know? I guess if you're super certain, but how can you be so certain on the pick when you haven't seen the other 9th one? I mean, but Peter's such a renowned drafter that it's kind of, I don't know, it surprises me how often this keeps happening throughout the series.
10 seconds.
It is a little peculiar. I think it's a fair point.
5 seconds.
So the ban, I mean, ET's obviously pretty good versus the Morphling because you can take away all his armor and helps with the magic resistance too. Just lowering that down so you just nuke him down to nothing. The PL is still okay versus Morphling. Not as great as it used to be because it used to require mana to morph and it was like this classic counter pick forever. But still annoying to run out of mana as a Morphling. So I do think this should just still be a position 4 hero. I don't see any reason to go too crazy here.
5 seconds remaining.
The PL Morph matchup feels a little more even now than it used to be. I guess Morph doesn't really clear illusions that well. A little bit hard to lock down the PL without help. So still maybe Phantom Lancer favored. 30 seconds for Alliance to make this last pick. Spirit Breaker, man. Here it is.
They could Shaker if they wanted to. Shaker would actually be alright for Alliance as well, I think. Just because it helps Kunkka gank mid pretty easily, just with a single Fisher. It's pretty good versus Morphling, catching him off guard. And it definitely helps with the high ground defense.
Radiant team pick.
But they will go back for the Shadow Demon. Alright, we threw it out there as, you know, Kunkka Shadow Demon, but there she blows.
Classic.
Yeah. No, I don't see any classic counters though. Like there's no Necrophos. There's nothing that if I'm constantly purging you, it's going to feel really bad. I guess the Lone Druid has a couple of dispellable buffs now that are annoying if you are purging those off. And instantly NIP, they will go back for the Fata Fango. So they kind of, I think they got away with the pick they wanted anyway without taking it before the Morphling. Because this seems to be their go-to when 3/3's on the Lone Druid and Fata needs a hero.
Yeah. Shadow Demon. It might just be as simple as it's great setup for the Kunkka, but still versatile. You know, pretty good defensive capabilities. Make more illusions with the PL, insert a little more chaos. I think the Shadow Demon's actually kind of flexible in this game in that regard.
Everyone's taking their time selecting their hero here. The mind games.
The mind games.
Ooh.
10 seconds remaining.
Prize.
Ah, it is Taiga on the Kunkka and Boxy on the Shadow Demon. Haha! You've been had. So, core Shadow Demon. Support Kunkka.
Poor Shadow Demon.
Seen a couple teams run this. Pasha runs it a lot for VP.
Really?
They're pretty into it. Yeah. The levels, of course, for Shadow Poison, they're pretty good. It's a scary spell.
And it's true. What do you build, though? How do you transition the farm into something useful?
I don't know. I personally don't really like it that much. Basically, you just build like your typical, you know, you get an Aether Lens pretty much. Get some other item to help the squad, whatever you need that game. Maybe some mobility. It's a bit of a weird one. Might be a little bit of a 3.5 scenario with the Kunkka this game. Maybe you'll see Taiga get like an armlet, like Lan-M style. He gets to be a little bit richer than usual.
Like, do you get damage items? You know, do you buy like Veil or something? I'm out of my element with this core Shadow Demon.
I mean, I'll be real. It's never really looked that incredible to me. I'm just telling you who plays it.
No, I'm with you. I think that's the problem with a lot of those supports that go mid. And for Dazzle, now with the changes to his ult, the reason that works is because you can get a Necronomicon and use it to kind of take over the map, get lane control, and he does a lot with experience. That level 3 ulti is a game changer. Shadow Demon, you're 25 minutes and we're like, guys, our Shadow Demon's got a Dagon and a Blink Dagger. Woo-hoo. I don't know how scared I am.
Well, you're about to find out, I guess.
I suppose. I'm excited.
Last time I saw Pasha, he just went, I think it's Spirit Vessel, and then Aether, and then Force Staff. Tends to be his build. Like, that's pretty much it. Aether and Mobility. And maybe the Spirit Vessel if it's good that game. And it's good this game versus Morph, which might be part of it.
You just rely on being high level, do a lot of damage with your spells. And Demonic Purge hurts.
30 seconds to battle.
Well, what do you think? Prediction time, bud.
Predicting? I'm predicting NIP. I like the Lone Druid. I think the Shadow Shaman Lone Druid opener is real good. They play it well. It gives a good early game kind of focus. I think problems they might run into would just be if the Morph has a hard time getting into engagements earlier on in the game. I think it would be nice if he could just show up and use a couple Morphs early on in the game. I can't believe Madara just got that. Usually it's really hard to click through two heroes like that standing on top of the bounty rune. But they're going to end up getting 3 for 1 because of that. And he only loses like half his HP. That was well worth it.
Absolutely. Nothing a Tango can't solve.
And they're going to bring this Ace Morph into the top lane. So they weren't able to get any body blocks going to try and force the wave under the tower or anything. So Ace is just trying to pull it back as far as he can himself. And they're just going to start bullying Madara.
Shadow Demon Kunkka down bottom. Right now up against just the solo Lone Druid. I'm going to jump up top as this is the 3-on-2 and Sania getting pressured pretty hard. Will survive as he makes it back to the tower.
This is the lane setup that we wanted, right? We said a Jug for Ace and more of like a tri-lane based hero. Instead of that, though, they've gone for a hero that can actually last it pretty well in these scenarios just because the right click's so ridiculous. And honestly, if you're being with a tri-lane, he is a pretty good tri-lane hero. He might not be able to be as aggressive and high damage output as a Juggernaut, but he's obviously kind of safe because you can just get yourself the waveform if you really need it. But if your supports just grab a stun or something, you still have a lot of damage you can output. It's like a little bit more like overtime style of damage compared to the Jug spin commit for kill.
PPD up to the usual shenanigans. Grabs the creep wave, pulls it back. Silly creeps. Top lane in good position for NIP. How's our mid doing? Razor on Pango. Looks pretty Razor favored to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really take any other take on that one, you know. Pango has some nice parts of it, right? The stack link, you can just jump away, but you often like to use it to secure range creeps and stuff with the swashbuckles, so it just takes away some of the elements that you have in your laning stage as a Pangolier player.
Pretty rough, though. 11-5 compared to 5-1.
Down bottom. Nice micro there from 3-3. He gets the bear over to make sure he can get the fear onto Taiga. So Taiga had a chance to potentially level up the torrent and get a follow-up on the disruption, but not going to be there. It's funny that this used to be a duo with the support Shadow Demon, of course, and the core Kunkka, right? Mm-hmm. And now we've switched it up.
I mean, I remember seeing some Chinese teams like 3 or 4 years ago do the double support duo. Kunkka, Shadow Demon, and all they do is roam and try to find kills.
The Lan-M.
Very risky.
It is.
You get the kills. It's awesome. If you don't get the kills, you are useless.
Especially because you kind of had to draft like 3 offlaners, sort of like 3 heroes that could essentially sustain in lane by themselves because they had no support help. They were like completely kill focused. So That's kind of what they've done though for NIP side, right? Like Ace definitely needs a little bit of assistance, but the Lone Druid and the Pango are completely fine by themselves. The Shadow Demon not so much. I think once 3-3 gets level 5, this lane looks pretty bad for Boxy.
Agreed. Another hero to play around with. The disruption gives you some tools against the bear, but it's pretty rough.
Peter unable to stop this pull.
Shackles on the Madara. Decent amount of follow-up damage.
He's tagging everybody with that Arctic Burn.
Yeah, dude. PPD doing some damage here, and they are in pursuit. Force out the salve, some stick charges. Tyga should be able to live. Ace still pressing forward, though.
Yeah, maybe not noticing the heat of salve. Now gloves delivered mid for Koikfa, so the extra whack-a-mole here. As this Pango not getting a courier, just has his bottle and waiting for his boots. A little bit behind, but not too bad. I mean, 16-1 is pretty respectable versus a Razor mid. Makes a world of difference when you can just get those escapes in those lanes. And 3-3, the clock is ticking for Boxy down here. He's getting close to level 5, and you can see him trying to whittle away at this bear in preparation for it.
Up top, a lot of back and forth. The Radiant supports the much better end of that exchange, and now it's back to a 3-on-1. Sania's got to walk back home, and Kunkka is trying to work this camp in the jungle with the Tidebringer.
He was actually so low on mana that he had to run back to the... Yeah, that's kind of... Now he's able to TP back, I suppose, if they need him. But the shrine was just coming up, so... In fact, she's going to TP right to the shrine.
Bounties. We'll see if Madara can grab it again. He's going to try to contest, but it won't happen. NIP find 3, but first blood on the Shadow Shaman feels likely, and there it is. Taiga gets credit.
I got them all 4 bounties, though. And Fada even bottled the one's bottom.
Ooh.
So, kind of even though it's first blood, I would say. 4 bounties is a lot of gold for your whole team.
I think
but first blood is also a nice concentration. Yeah, it depends how you look at it, I guess.
Taiga getting 300 gold. It's a Kunkka. It's almost...
Yep.
Who cares?
I like Boxy's solution here. That's a pretty smart idea. You know, you've got your arcanes. You got a mantle. He never finished that null that he had queued up at the start of the game. He was just like, yeah, I think I'll just avoid the bear. I'll just cut the waves and burn them down with my poison. And then what's 3-3 going to do?
Kind of forget how efficiently Shadow Demon can clear waves.
He's
Level
doing
3.
laps, dude. He's doing the Grand Prix. Here I go again. Bye.
Mid lane. Gank attempt onto Fada. Got 3 heroes. Magic Missile sets it up, and that'll be another kill for Taiga.
Oh, they brought Soxa down bottom. They want to put an end to this.
And they will. Easy kill there on the Boxy. So that's the problem with that play. It seems safe until they make a rotation.
Walking right through a TP area is a bit dangerous. You might bring a ward back down there. Put it on the... Put it, like, here. So you can see the shrine and the tower, and then he could just play in the trees instead. That might be the play down in that area. We'll see. He does return, and he does bring some wards. So we'll see if this will solve his little issue.
Top lane going much better for Ace. My God. 39-26 compared to the 18-2 Madara. This PL is becoming a liability, man.
The Radiant supports have just been way more like static in the lane. They were there for a lot longer while the dire ones moved around a bit more. Now they have left, and Peter, of course, still level 2 and everything, but...
Looking for the root. Where's this root? 33 bashing his keyboard right now.
Oh my God, still... Oh, there it is. Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Nice.
That was the complete opposite. You usually hear about the entangle roots the other way and how lucky they are.
Up top, Ace.
Who's actually in trouble here? Now it's Taiga on the run. I think Ace is going to be fine. Rotating Madara mid now, trying to find some space to farm. Let's see if this works out. Kinda under-leveled. This is a level 7 Pango now against a level 4 PL. Pretty scary in lane. You can see the damage done there. Ouch.
Ouch.
It hurts just to watch it. 33. Gank attempt in the bottom lane. Pulled back by the Kunkka. They've got the damage. All right. Taiga, man, he's everywhere.
And Soxa, man, these Radiant supports, I mean, yes, they did scare a lot for the Morph lane, but they are quite low level. Bottom, nothing to bounce off of.
Skirmish up top happening as well. Looks like Insania and Boxy will just stay back, but now an aggressive stun forward. 3 stacks of poison onto PPD. Banished, makes it 4. Now 5. That's 800 damage. PPD implodes. Shadow Beam's not even level 7. So that poison is pretty nasty.
And what is it, like 1056 or something? I forget. It's 1080. I don't know. It's something around there. 1200 max level. What does it tell you actually? I'll look it up.
Does not tell you.
Dire's bottom tower is
16
under attack.
times.
I always forget what it is when it maxes out.
Is it 1040?
Dire are scared.
Oh, it's 1090.
1090. A lot.
Radiant's
PPD
middle
smoked
tower
up.
is under attack.
Potential warding mission. Maybe a gank attempt. Possibly both. Boykster turns around the corner. Sentry ward comes down. Sets up a link. A lot of a Radiant nearby. Shackles over onto the Kunkka though. Fada just rolls on through. Hops up top. Trying to finish off Koikba. Shrine not available. That'll be the end of the Razor. Now on the other side, Taiga, he also gets clipped. Well played by Fada. That's going to be a 2 for 0.
It is 1040. Okay, there we go. I forgot, because it stops multiplying at 6, but technically it still adds damage. I was wondering why there's even a 6th one listed. That's kind of weird. Thanks, Wiki. 1040.
So I did have the right number.
You're right. Yeah, we're good.
Dude, I'm a human
genius.
calculator.
Is that what they call you?
That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, I figured.
Then I started playing World of Warcraft and lost some of my street cred.
The mental math wasn't required anymore.
No.
PVD, he's getting purged up this time. No Morphling to tank it for him, but same result. He did. Meanwhile, Insania went down in the mid lane. Or so,
Koikba
yeah.
in trouble again, maybe? Nope. They're just going to back up. Ace taking a lot of tower shots. Now, I have to say, the animation for Shadow Demon when he uses the poison for a kill is pretty cool. He just kind of grabs in the air and you die.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's like he's grabbing your soul, Mortal Kombat style. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's like Magneto or something, like ripping out your metal heart or something.
Yeah. Definitely an upside.
We got a Lincoln's Morph. Probably the item this game. Lots of stuff. Every hero, pretty much, he can Lincoln's. That's pretty hype, actually.
Yeah.
Stun, swap, static link, even just the PL.
Yeah, you really don't see this build too often anymore, but certain games, it is absolutely the choice.
Especially with the start he had, too. Start was pretty easy. Very coddled. And Soxa will get level 6 now, despite the delays because of the tri-laning. And Peter's not far away either, so they have recovered from that downside of the lane setup. And now they're moving into that top tower with a lone druid and the snakes. I'm curious how fast they are to just drop the snakes, or if they want to try and bait this out a little bit first.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Holding them for now. Boat comes across. Fada. Nice use of the ultimate. PPD on the other side. Arctic Burn now. Wards come down. Tries to surround Insania, and they definitely get the kill there, but I don't think the wards are in range of the tower.
One of them is. Haha!
Oh, they'll probably still get it nonetheless. Mostly thanks to the bear.
They sent Fada down bottom too. As the javelin swashbuckle, see if he gets lucky. A couple hits there on the Madara. And back up top. The siege continues.
Tower is under attack.
Madara is still in Strug City this game. Lowest of the cores. Not where you want your PL to be.
Dire's middle tower.
Meanwhile, Ace gets a tower mid. 3K net worth lead for the Ninjas.
Fada's still going down here on Madara. He might get him. 3, 2, 1. Swashbuckle. Fada. Oh, on the hunt.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Ah. Oh, there he is. Oh, jukes, jives, ankles. He just right clicked.
Were you in such an hurry to die?
Harsh. The hard life.
Well, now even worse.
Koikfa, though, they're going to keep this push going up top, it seems, with the TP home from the Razor and then the call back from Taiga. Another useful part of support Kunkka.
Oh, yeah. The Aether Lens is up on Shadow Demon, by the way. He's picked up Tranquil Boots.
The build is complete. All right, he's maxed out. It's a peak core Shadow Demon, and he has the initiation there if he wants it.
Fair. No, it goes on to PPD. Drops the ultimate. It's only a level 5 Wyvern, so tough to turn. And Peter gets brought down again.
Top tower is under attack.
It does demolish supports, as you can see. Like, that Wyvern actually had nothing to do, and you see how long that that ulti is.
Was it 6 seconds? Something like that?
Oh, I meant duration. Or, I mean the distance. Like, it's so easy to initiate.
That too. Taiga, left behind. Boat does fly through, but definitely going down there. Fada rolling around, cutting off the exit path.
Madara can't take the hint, though, and continues his push down bottom. Pings from Fada, saying, someone save this tower, I have no TP. Someone go. I can't go. No one else is going, Fada. Sorry, buddy. It's over.
Up top, Shadow Demon sets it up onto 33, but he's on the run. Will this bear be able to make it out? It seems unlikely.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nice use of the Yules there to guarantee the lack of fear from Lone Druid, and there he goes. The core Shadow Demon getting himself the 30% XP gain to start spiraling here.
Very nice. I mean, if you can get to 25...
Well, I hope no pick should ever rely on that.
Plus 500 Demonic Purge damage.
Honestly, level 15 is pretty good.
25%, yeah.
That's
They will
quick
grab
fill up
Insania
top.
as they battle over the runes. 3 of them go the way of Alliance, though. Putting a dent into that gold lead that NIP picked up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And finally, that tower goes down.
Dire's top tower.
One thing I know
has fallen.
Soxa did in that last fight was he actually stopped the wards from attacking, so it would get out of deny range. Pretty smart. That's what saved it for them that long. But Madara does get caught with the Pango ulti this time. Boxy in with the save. That should secure the distance here. Oh, 50-50 on that one, it looked like. And thought I guessed incorrect.
Dara TP's out. He'll be safe. Other side, PPD stalking Insania, who is moving a little more aggressively. Can't quite decide if they want to take the fight, and Alliance will just back up. Base for the Morph, who does have a Lincoln's now.
Check out these lines from Ace. Go in there. Squiggling all over that dire jungle. He wants it. He wants their turf. And Soxa actually has Arcanes. He's going to use them one last time to pop into an Aether.
Dire's top tower is
Now
under
he's got that
attack.
range to try and match what they have on the Pango, or on the Shadow Demon, and now at the same time they have the Blink Dagger done on the Pangolier here. So Fada just needs that courier to get here, but his opponents might get here first. Level 3
No
X.
Razor. This is a pretty deep commitment for Alliance, right next to the shrine. Not available, but still a TP access point. Ace is here. The Lone Druid's still alive. Fada doing a lot of damage to the Vengeful Spirit and Insania. There's no way he's going to survive this one. Boxy also in way too deep. Trying to stack up more Shadow Poison, but they do find the kill first. And all 5 stay alive. Very aggressive play.
I think that was Fada's best ult of all his Pango play today. He got a couple heroes twice there, hit all 3 at least once, disrupted the Shadow Demon trying to stack up all that damage on the Lone Druid, and likely saved 3-3's life. And he's finally closing in on that Relic as well here for the Lone Druid. Definitely late, but needed against the Phantom Lancer draft here.
So just Phase Boots, skips Midas, skips Medallion. Basically just straight Radiance.
I think it's just too good versus BL. All those illusions, getting that mischance, it basically just guts the hero, and it's like a 17% debuff on the hero in terms of making illusions and everything. I love how 17 has become the magic number in Dota.
Mm-hmm. Bash, dude.
Yeah. It all
Dire's
started.
top tower.
Now everything
Spirit
gets
Breaker
changed
players.
to 17. Something else just got changed to 17 too in the recent patch. I can't remember what it was.
That number is just sacred. That's the percent of the time that you're able to win.
It was the nerf to Lucky Shot, wasn't it? Yeah. Now Lucky Shot's 17% as well.
Oh,
Oh, Ice Frog, you.
Radiant's middle
20's
tower
just a bit
is under
too
attack.
much. He has decided.
17's a great number. You know, every game needs its flair. Maybe they're just trying to get rid of the 322 mean, replace it with 17.
Did you see Solo was ranked 322 the other day?
Get
In
out
your-
of here.
Yeah, he was.
I see that number all the time, though. Hate it.
It's one of those, yeah.
Uh-oh, initiation. They find a Kunkka. Taiga in big trouble. So much crowd control. Those bring him down right away. BKB is available on the Razor. It's a new pickup. But Fada will get left behind, and that 1-for-1. PPD swapped back, but Winter's Curse might buy him some space.
This would be
Tough
the
one.
great escape. There's no way.
I don't think so. There you go. Double for Koikra.
It's gonna be a lot of gold with the deficit they're at. Yeah, he gets 700 for an offlaner and a position 5. And as you said, right after the BKB, that's pretty damn perfect. Now he's on the chase here for Soxa. He saw him on that ward, gets the slowdown, forces the Hex. Not gonna be compelled to drop his wards though. The Kunkka was closing in, but he does not have the reach. I wouldn't mind seeing an Aether Lens after his Spirit Vessel here for Taiga.
Didn't even have to BKB on the Razor in that little skirmish either.
No.
Ace got a Yasha now, and Scotty queued up next, so he's going for a big boy. Keep the stats going.
Oh, look at that damage on Insania. Wow. Eviscerated. And they will get a Torrent, but they still can't choose snag the bounty.
This time it should be 3 for
Peter?
NIP.
Oh, last one. Long range, 500 HP. Oh, he met 4, he hit him. Oh, he died. From downtown.
What a hero, dude. And you're right, Force Staff going to be up next for Boxy. Aether Lens Mobility. Name of the game.
What are they doing with the tome? Oh, they gave it to Insania. Okay.
Ace, all alone up top, goes in onto Taiga. Boat flies way overhead.
If they gave the tome
Radiant
to
are scanning.
Boxy, he could just be level 15. Kind of surprised. Fada pump faking down bottom. I don't think there's really much for him here. That's a tanky enough hero. He's got more HP than Fada does. They're smoked up, going on in, looking to drop some snakes on some planes.
Let's see it. Decent lead for NIP. If they win a fight here, it could be huge. Wards come down around the shrine. They do force it out. Madara goes in pretty far. He does have some backup, though. It's a pretty spread fight. NIP hesitating to really commit. Trying to keep Soxa alive. The Cold Embrace buys him some time, but sets up for the Kunkka to finish him off. The BKB from Koikra feels pretty effective. Taiga also falls in the mix. Fada is the one to finish him off. BKB done on Koikra. He's forced back.
He's got 227 damage.
Hot pursuit.
He knows better than to turn around with it, though. Good TP there from the Lone Druid. He just had no other way out. He's being slowed so much. He figured that was his best option.
Rasta for Kunkka, and they'll be able to take this tier 2. So it ends up being a win for NIP at the end of the day. Not by much, though.
Are you feeling either team right now? Anyone's going to waste a shot at this one?
I think I'm feeling NIP. I mean, the fact that they broke even in that fight and were still able to get an objective with the Shrine, yeah, to me that says they're in a pretty good spot. They will lose PPD, and Ace should be okay here. Waveform away. But I don't know, they've got this lead. I think Ace is positioned pretty well this game. The PL has been pretty far behind. He's recovering. I want to see NIP continue to put pressure on Madara.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this morph is going to be a bit of an issue. I don't know if he was properly addressed here. Seems really hard to bring down this game.
And they've got the Lone Druid kind of as a backup. Like,
Yeah.
33 is just now starting to come online. Radiant's up. Vlad's not that far off.
Looks like they're smoking up here again with everything. 12 seconds before the ulti. They're even going to bring in Ace as he waveforms down. And what does their vision look like? They don't see anything. Dire put a scan into the pit. And
Smoke on
it's all
smoke.
bounty room time.
Oh, Insania breaks it, but Alliance do have somebody on the high ground. It's Koikba. He goes in
5v4.
first. Actually stealing a lot of damage. Insania has already gone down, though. The boat's been used. Now Razor in big trouble. He
had
just
a
gets
BKB.
destroyed. No BKB used. Taiga trying to TP out. They got him. Another disastrous fight for Alliance.
Indeed.
Ooh. You know, I'm also concerned that the longer this game goes on, I mean, when does Shadow Demon start to feel a little more like a buffed up support than an actual core? You know, another 5 to 10 minutes or so, I think that becomes a reality, and it'll feel like they've really got 3 supports with this Razor PL. And I think that's going to be scary compared to NIP's 3 proper cores that are all farming very well. When you look at the net worth, too, Shadow Demon's below the Lone Druid, well below the Pango. Shadow Shaman's nipping at his heels. Shadow Shaman's actually crazy farmed. He's got an Aether Lens and a Blink almost done.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of space this time. 3 kills as well. Not too shabby.
I don't know. What's the play for Alliance right now? They look a little lost to me. Foxy goes forward, tries to set up on the Lone Druid. I don't know about this, though. Feels a little forced. A lot of reinforcements for the Radiant. Bear still chipping away at Taiga and Ace. There's Soxa from the low ground with decent shackles. Winter's Curse comes out onto the Razor. Taiga finally falls. Insania and Soxa also go down at the same time. Maybe 33 will go down here, but a nice fear onto Razor stops the damage output. He gets the reset with the Yules, but comes back down and gets obliterated. Foxy also got picked off from the high ground. Now it's just Madara. He seems committed to this fight.
Oh, he's trying his jukes.
Another fear. Let's see if he can get out. Does have some stick charges and a doppelganger.
This is the 1v5 hero, but there's only one of them. They get quickly taken down by the Maelstrom.
I don't know, dude. That was brutal. That just felt so forced to me from Alliance. That was not a great opening, and they committed hard for that.
Yeah, I think that was... I mean, they knew that was kind of their big fight with the defusal, though.
Oh. Still there, bud?
Yeah. Am I gone?
I didn't hear anything you just said. There's something about defusal, and then you cut off.
Oh, sorry. I said that was their big fight with the defusal. Is all, you know. So I think they just kind of had to all in, right?
Think that was the moment?
I mean, they had just gotten the defusal. They had the Manta. It's like, all right, this is peak PL sort of deal. But they kind of threw that possibility when they had that fight down bottom where the PL just wasn't there. Bit of an issue.
Pretty staggering lead now, 13,000. Bada charging forward. Does actually bump into Boxy, who's Glimmer Caped. Hops back up to the high ground. That Pango. They do catch him with a disruption. Actually, Fada might be in some trouble now. The Kunkka Shadow Demon combo hurts quite a bit. But oh wait, Guardian Greaves. Fada still on the run. Another X. Blink up. Not going to be able to use it, though. Are they actually going to kill him? I don't know. They finally got it. Kind of an odd chase. I thought NIP might be able to get there and turn that around.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Morph is huge, though. Still has Aegis for a long time.
Yeah.
4 minutes.
9-0 and 5. I mean, have they even looked like they were going to kill him at all?
Not really. Scotty. Already another 1,000 gold.
And Madara is just dead. That was
Jesus.
fast. Yep.
That was their carry.
A little tip onto Soxa, helping to set these up. The Blink Dagger Shaman, I mean, he just jumps so far. He doesn't even have the talent yet. That only gets further with the cast range of 15.
Yep. Level 14, he's almost there. But that right there, I think a great microcosm of the state of this game. That's your boy. That's your big farmed one that's going to carry you through this somehow.
Insania's attempting the desperation moves here. He's gotten some deep wards in behind them. So basically, if they can drive them off this tower now, there is a chance that they can like chase them back into the tree lines and stuff. At least he's opening up some sort of an avenue, but obviously things look very much in Nepi's favor right now. Keeping the sentries on the high ground. They are reducing that vision. They're doing everything they can. But can they kill Ace twice? That is the real problem.
Does have buyback. He is going to hold it. Less than 10 seconds. Tier 3 tower's gone down.
They're trying to save this bear, and they actually do. The Cold Embrace, even with the Spirit Vessel there, is enough to keep this bear up because they don't want to get rid of their one of their first bears already. So they're going to TP him on home and then bring this bear back.
Play. Now they can continue to siege. Heads up to the high ground. Fada jumps in deep. Boat comes out, does connect onto the Morphling. Almost enough for the kill, but not quite. Rasta Ward's also down, doing a lot of damage to these barracks. Alliance haven't lost anyone yet, but now the Cold Embrace, or the Winter's Curse rather, onto Razor. Locks him in place long enough for Fada to do some big damage. There's the Glyph to try to save the melee. Bear's back in town, and he still has a resummon.
Yeah, they're a bit out of resources here, having kind of spent everything to go for that big jump onto the high ground, so just going to take a moment and back themselves up.
Works out okay. They don't get the melee barracks like they really wanted, but still some damage. End up with the tier 3, opens up shrines.
Did we lose the little black diamonds up top? I just noticed that. We don't have the empty diamonds anymore. I thought I just couldn't see them earlier because some of the hero portraits. Is that just me?
What do you mean?
You know if someone doesn't have their ulti? I don't have the little black diamond anymore.
I see the green one, and then the green one just goes away when they don't have it.
Yeah. When did we lose the black diamond? It used to be a little black diamond. Remember, it used to be a blue diamond, and then they changed it so it wasn't even a blue diamond. It was just a black diamond. We're slowly losing the diamonds.
Well, mine's still a black diamond.
Like on the Shadow Shaman right now?
Yeah. Under his head, like where the green would be, there's like a little black outline.
Oh, okay. I don't have the outline right now. So mine's broken.
Well, you're bugged, man.
I'm bugged.
Get yourself a new graphics card, bro. What are you doing? Nice poly. Something. Nice poly count.
Yeah, you got me.
Nerd. Ace having some fun right now. Role playing a little bit. He's a wave forming PL. Aegis expiring in 20.
The sad thing is they just don't have the heroes for the comeback either. There's no Rapier hero. There's no AoE hero. They went for the Shadow Demon last. I mean, that was kind of all in on your early game. They're going to start copying these Morph Illusions. That's one solution. They do a lot of damage.
PL beginning the quest towards the heart. About halfway there.
He needs to find the Wizard of Oz, dude. That's his best chance at one.
Well, I'm not seeing any yellow brick road for Alliance, that's for sure. Take a look at the win percent, and about 94 for NIP right now. That feels about right. They've got map control. Feels like Alliance are pretty starved into like this quadrant of the map. Shadow Demon was eyeing up an Aghanims earlier, but picked up the Glimmer Cape and now just leaving her open-ended.
Oh, Peters. Ooh, that kind of looked like something there. Maybe a curse onto Boxy. You're still thinking about it. He puts down the sentry. Looked like they might have been able to just straight up kill him there with Mandara so close. But instead it's Peter.
PD, they used the Guardian Greaves a little bit early.
I mean, he has smoke if he needs it, though. He wasn't really in danger.
All right. The Gold lead still going up, though. This stalemate is not a deadlock. NIP clearly getting the advantage.
This won't be the end of the road for Alliance. They will just be knocked down into the lower bracket. But at this point, they seem resigned to their fate.
And it's like you said, they don't have this cast that can really easily make the big plays. They don't have a Morphling or Ember or Terrorblade. What do you do?
You really hope they make a mistake. I mean, we saw they were kind of close to taking down Ace before, right? He actually dropped Mega Low. And that is one thing about Morphs. Sometimes they play a little bit on the edge. And maybe with a Spirit Vessel or something, they can get it done. They have thrown out all of the charges, unfortunately, though.
Ooh,
and now they're actually on to Kunkka.
Nice.
Can't get charges if you're dead.
No buyback either on the Kunkka. Short 100 gold.
Yeah, Fada's going to grab the bottom wave. They're going to keep the mid in there. And they want to finish what they started up in the top lane.
Fada working his way back over to join the rest of the team. Kunkka now up in 20. Swap from Insania starts off the fight. Shadow Shaman in some trouble, but Cold Embrace keeps him alive. Just wants to get these wards down. Not going to happen, though. They trade Saksa for Insania and Koikba. Razor, buyback available, but holding it for now. Glyph about to expire as Kunkka respawns. Top lane of Barracks finally get finished off. 20k net worth, now the favor. 33 headed towards mid. Wants to just start whomping on that tower, but we'll take the safe path from the low ground and just send in the bear. Which actually does get killed, but he's got to resummon, so no big deal. Tier 3 mid. Looks like the beginning of the end for Alliance in this game. The Razor buyback is going to be the final stand alongside this PL Heart. PL jumps in now, takes a silence right away. Cold Embrace. Shadow Demon, not able to do much. PPD, able to live. I called the winner's curse. Cold Embrace again. Fada now, on the way out. This is a really weird, slow team fight where it just feels like everyone versus PL. They're not really killing him, but he's not killing anybody either.
Madar's getting the jukes off on him, that is for sure. Fada's not messing around, though. He's going for everyone else now.
Kunkka almost down. Fada actually has to leave the tier 4s. Madara in trouble, gets Glimmer caped. They just have no solution to Ace right now. Mid lane of Barracks gone, so they got what they came for. I think NIP pinging bounties saying, let's just back up, guys. We know the routine. We're playing it safe. We're going to get these cooldowns, so we're going to go for bottom with these roster boards. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, even a ping onto Roche, too. Like, it's only 40 seconds away. They can probably just throw the courier there. Looks like it's on the way with a Manta recipe anyway, so probably just going to leave that in the pit while Ace goes and grabs his Manta.
30 seconds. Smoke from Alliance. Probably afraid that they're in the pit right now.
Yeah. Smoke doesn't pop. Now Ace, maybe a jump possibility here. Such a hard grab.
Wait for him away. There's the Manta. Still a tier 1 tower standing here in the mid. Great access point for NIP. Insania gets bopped to start the fight.
It's a winner's curse. I got you.
Hey, there it is. It's on the Razor. Ace, though, he's just soloing Taiga. Almost finishes him off with the Glimmer Cape. Turns into PL again. And this Morphling is just tearing up the back line. Now Boxy on the run. The real PL rejoins the fight.
He's shackled, though.
Saksa got him from downtown.
The real deal.
Look at this guy.
Too good. That's it. No more PL. Quick, but he can cut the next wave. But
I think this one's got to be over. 30k net worth. They're just going to go straight up the mid.
They get him way in the base. Nice jump from Fada.
Wards come down into the tier 4s now. NIP ready to close this out. The BKB on the bear. Even a Moonshard. 33 is ready to siege, and they will do exactly that. No glyph available. They finish off Koikba one more time. And they will finish off this throne one way or the other. Alliance going down to the lower bracket. Best of 1 elimination coming up tomorrow for them. And NIP now 1 series away from going to the minor.
Off to the mine, and they'll be facing the victor of Freelancers / Goblin Legs. And cover your ears if you don't want to know. It was a 2-0 for the Goblin Legs. So that'll be your matchup tomorrow. In approximately 17 hours from now, you'll get to see NIP versus Goblin Legs for, that spot in the minor. The first of 2 spots in that minor. Don't forget, because as we said, Alliance are not out yet. And lots of great games tomorrow. You got the Final Tribe, Kingdra, and Singularity, as well as Sexy as F, all trying to stay alive in those first best-of-1 matches. And then after that, you get another dose of a best-of-1, and then another best-of-1. Whew! That's a lot of best-of-1s tomorrow. That's 5 best-of-1s. Oh! All right. Well, I look forward to it, and I look forward to seeing all you guys there again.